and ice it with the shape water.
You're gonna shape water.
Shape water and
You're gonna try to shape water to pick the lock.
no, I just bust locks.
You're gonna fill the lock with water and expand.
You expand it, yeah. Water expands 10%.
10%.
Yeah.
That's easy math. Is that really true? 10%?
It's really true.
That's easy math.
That's why when you say the iceberg, it's like 90%. You see below the sea. Yeah.
10% above 10.
Yeah, 10%. Like literally.
10%? Wow, I didn't know that was. It's good math. Okay, let's stay where you are. Let's come with you exiting the interview chamber. Prisoner 13.
She told me all the files I needed to get and stuff, right? Like
Prisoner 13 is still in the cell. You walk out, heading back to the hospital, I assume.
Yeah.
Prisoner 13 told you that if you were to give her access to the warden's records, she would help you with the key and to escape.
Alright, so I will go up to the warden's room to see what's going on, if the warden's there or anything.
Okay, so you're heading upstairs.
Yeah.
As you approach the door to the warden's office, it is open.
Alright, I'll look around cautiously.
You hear someone approaching.
Take out my sword.
You hear a sword drawn. You walk in. Julie Newmar is in at the end of a hallway behind a lot of boxes in a white room, or a room that's full of a map, depending on where she is in her investigation.
Alright, well, I'll see all that, and if I can figure out what you told him, I'm gonna go. My plan would be to take off the fake uniform, and I look like a guard.
Okay, you're in guard uniform?
Go get Prisoner 13, tell him I need to take her somewhere and bring her to this, because this is what she wants.
Okay. So he comes in and he says, we need to bring Prisoner 13 here.
She'll give us the information if we get her this.
Here?
Yeah. So I'm in a guard's uniform now. I'm gonna
just wanted a bunch of papers.
Well, she said she wanted the information. This is the information. She might know better than I, so I can go get her and bring her, hopefully. And I'll walk back down to get her. And if I see him...
He's in the kitchen making very bad ragu.
Alright. Well, then I'll go back down and try to get her out of...
It's a 6 ragu. That's not great.
That's my plan.
Okay, so he walks up, he tells you he's going to go get Prisoner 13 and bring her up.
Alright.
You're still investigating, trying to pick these locks.
Yeah.
Brian, you're on a tour of the exercise yard with the warden and your great friend Color Rex.
What's the name again?
Yeah.
While we're in this prison, my gang name is Colors.
Until he sees the movie, which is not good. The soundtrack is great.
Colors?
Yeah.
You mean the the Civil War movie?
No. The hip-hop gangster movie.
Oh, Colors. How does the song go, Dave?
It can't age well. It can't. It's got to be terrible.
Is there any space for spiritual? We need an indoor spiritual space.
Indoor spiritual space. So he's got you outside of the yard. There's exercise equipment. There's the path.
Aren't we on the spine of the world here?
Yeah. Yeah. You're on a glacier.
Is it believable to just build a spiritual space?
Gang movie.
Which one?
Warriors.
Warriors. Come out to play. Why do we do this?
Because he has the bottles.
I know exactly what it is. The DJ, the late night DJ, she's the best.
This is the best.
The clowns. There's some creepy stuff in that movie.
That's a
the
Sean
mines,
Penn movie.
The New York Yankee mine guys.
Yeah, those guys are the tough.
Yeah, that's
gross.
What are you talking about?
They're walking around with bats.
Yeah, it's good.
So there's this
Warriors. It's one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid.
Do you love it?
Yeah, I did when I was a kid.
I haven't seen it forever.
Late 70s.
Because I actually know what you're talking about with the Warriors coming to the play. And like the clinking of the bottles. I just never knew where it was from.
Yeah, it's from the Warriors.
So you're like, hey, this is good, but we need like a bigger outdoor space. Is that what you're saying?
We're gonna need a lot of space.
So the prisoners don't leave the prison.
What?
That's part of being a prisoner.
Wait, hold up, what?
We can make a religious exception.
No, we don't make religious. These are dangerous felons.
How are they going to escape? There's no.
We have escapes all the time.
Are there any boats at the harbor?
Are there any?
Are there any boats at the harbor right
So
now?
you guys brought a boat in, and you think that boat's just offshore, but
are there
out of
any
sight.
other boats at the
There are no
harbor?
other boats.
Okay.
Then the harbor's not really a harbor. It's a small pier where you. Yeah.
All right. So how would a prisoner escape though? It's a brutal tundra out there. They won't last 5 minutes in the clothes.
Right. That's why we're here
There's
to
no boats
prevent.
over there.
Right.
There's no boats in the harbor.
Right.
Where are they going to go?
Security is my problem. Spirituality is yours. We're not having the prisoners wandering around outside.
They won't be wandering around. We can just have like a little designated.
I don't think you realize how dangerous some of these prisoners are.
Tell us about this. How
Extremely dangerous. Yeah, this is probably the highest, most secure prison ever built, and we still have challenges. As I mentioned, our spiritual advisor was recently murdered.
All right,
Despite my best efforts, we have regular and frequent attempted jailbreaks.
All right, then might I propose?
We've been through 4 or 5 wardens in the last 20 years, many of whom fell to foul play.
Might I propose a second outdoor area connected to the jail, such as the
An entire construction project to ruin the symmetry?
what symmetry?
I was about to say,
There's no symmetry.
There's no symmetry.
Asymmetric, actually.
There is a large gap right here.
Correct,
Where
correct.
we could just put up some fences.
Okay.
And have a little praise area.
Well, you know what? You've got a great idea there. That is not a bad idea. I could see that really working. We could
there's a large
we could
empty space.
extend the walls there, and we could
make it symmetrical.
yeah, absolutely, and maybe we could put a workhouse in there and have the prisoners build license plates or something, and really start profiting.
Some
Yeah.
kind of, you could
So-
you could offer to take a little, like maybe a couple weeks off their sentences for how much they make or something.
I think this is an excellent idea. I'd love to see you guys put together a proposal and figure out what it would take to make that happen. I really think this is a good idea.
All right.
Brian?
So secondary recreation area.
I want to say we need an indoor space as well.
Why an indoor space?
It's freezing out here.
Cool.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And not just kind of freezing. Not like 30 degrees.
It's very cold. It's Wisconsin cold.
Wisconsin. That's
You
right.
can magically heat it.
We do, well, okay. So it's almost dinner time. You come down, so it's been 3 hours of touring, and she does take you through the mess hall, Brian. She takes you through the guards' quarters. She shows you, a fairly thorough tour of the prison.
Is 13 still there?
You haven't checked on her recently. He's coming down disguised as a guard to take her upstairs.
Okay.
You notice that the entire south area.
And we're acting as a great diversion, by the way.
Yeah, you've got the warden completely out of the
Yeah,
way.
we got
Excellent work.
And I'm disappointed in her, really. She said best efforts. And this is just kind of the dialogue I'm having internally.
Okay.
Best efforts? I mean, you failed. How many wardens died from foul play? Your last spiritual advisor died I am severely judging her technique and approach towards warding.
Are you? But you're not expressing these concerns.
When she told me about the other wardens dying,
Correct.
there was a sigh.
Really. Do you want to throw a performance check on there? Or you want to try to do a guilt attack? Shame.
Can I double down and shame her?
Yeah. You can do a shame attack.
Can I do a shame?
Give me a shame roll.
So, I'm assuming this is wisdom.
Yeah, definitely.
What's on the die?
10.
10 on the die, Brian.
Is it for performance? Or wisdom?
I think it's just a straight wisdom shame check.
That's a 14.
A 14 shame check? Yeah, no. You think you pretty much lay it on.
No.
I'm saying maybe not Jewish grandmother, but Catholic mom shame level.
Which is a level below Jewish.
Yeah, you're not all the way to the top, but you're definitely applying some pretty serious shame.
And I didn't say a word, by the way.
Just the look. Yeah.
The look and the...
And she says, I understand we've had a lot of problems. I'm doing the best I can, but as you can see, it's difficult here.
It's the
But
classic.
you definitely have gotten through to her.
It's the classic dad line. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Exactly.
No, 14 doesn't get you that. 14 does not get you that.
That's an at 20.
Yeah, that's in that 20. That's the toughest it gets, man. That's the worst one. Okay, so you come downstairs. Prisoner 13 is in her cell. She sees you in a guard's uniform, and her eye kind of rises.
I'll tell the guard that is controlling. I need her to take her to.
So there's no guard controlling. You're standing in front of the cell.
Then nobody can see me either.
There is, so in the center of the prison, there are guards in this
I was going to
station.
tell them I needed to
They
take
can
her.
see you.
Yeah, I was going to tell them I needed to take her.
Understood.
So then, open it up and take her.
All right, so you mentally open the cell pops open. You walk her up to the warden's office. When she gets to the warden's office, she's like, exactly. And you've even found the scrying passage.
She found the scrying passage.
fantastic.
I'll give Julie all the props. I'll steal it from everybody else.
Keep the Nathan.
Julie Newmar of the Sackville Newmars?
It's a small, like, volleyball account.
One and the same.
Nice to meet you. Your family and I go way back.
Is
Perhaps your father's talked to you about me.
My father keeps everything close to the vest.
As he should, as he should. I'm glad that you're here, though. I'm surprised to see you with this ruffian, though. His reputation also precedes himself.
We make do.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. You're working with the Golden Vault now, I hear.
This place is kind of.
You seem to be well informed.
Well, I mean, the Golden Vault's been trying to get in here for quite some time to get some information from me. Information that I'm rather reticent to provide.
Well, perhaps we can find it for you right
I'm going to need some time with these boxes, 3 of them in particular.
Do you know which ones?
Years? So, she's like, I need 30 years ago, 15 years ago, and 5 years ago.
Gotta start looking.
So the boxes are unlabeled,
Oh, okay.
but they're all locked.
Are they in the bathroom?
And they are all kind of magically shuntered on top of each other in a weird formation.
Well, I still look as much as I can.
Right. You're unable to determine which box is which. She's like, you guys have the keys.
We need the warden's keys.
Correct.
I'll go get them.
Okay.
So that's where I go.
Do you have the enlarge spell?
The enlarged spell. I do not.
So I'll start heading towards looking for the.
You've tried to pick these locks.
We've seen the keys, and I can create one for
Evidently,
you right now,
they're
but it's
very
too small.
trapped. We've lost 3 or 4 inmates trying to open these boxes. I would not recommend trying it on your own. 2 of them I had brought to this prison for the express purpose of opening these boxes, highly trained at their skills. I never saw them again.
Is there only one copy of the keys?
I'm not actually sure how the keys work. Evidently, these boxes get much bigger somehow,
Oh, yes.
and the key that
Can't
opens
confirm.
them is some kind of magical thing. I don't understand. It's evidently not just a pickable lock. You, of course, are trained in the history of locks and these kinds of things. Have you seen anything like this before?
This is the first. This is the first.
Yeah, I've never experienced this either.
This seems to be something special created for this
While
person.
we're waiting, though, this is the key that will unlock the Dwarven Vault. And she shows you a
Really?
tattoo on the back of her hand. I probably am going to remain in the prison. You're probably going to need a copy of this picture.
Correct.
If you'd like to begin sketching, drawing, or somehow making a representation of it while he gets the keys from the warden.
Can we cut the armor?
I'm just interested to see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
is it possible? I mean, not that we're gonna do it.
Well, we have...
The whole armor, or just the hands.
Well, there is...
And when she mentions the tattoo, the tattoo
get the arm, you
wasn't
can
there
too,
really
right?
before. Kind of emerges and is
Freely
rather
purchased.
raised. It's a weird magical tattoo.
Right.
Okay, but I've seen it.
You've definitely seen it. You could draw it.
And we have parchment.
You have parchment
We
and
have ink.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
So you start drawing it.
I can prestidigitate something and make a...
Time to serve dinner. How would you like to do this? You've got Rock, Brother Dupree. At lunch, they wheeled out a cart and just went from cell to cell.
And then I'll do the same thing.
There's also a mess hall where the guards are expecting to be fed.
They have a different one? I didn't see
I
that.
feed the guards first, and then I go out to
Isn't
the
it
cells and go one by one.
The mess hall is just south of the
Isn't there
kitchen.
in their
Yeah.
You see it, Brian?
in their room, maybe? Like Silence of the Lambs.
With some fava, man.
So how would you like to serve dinner?
I just pull up to the
Fava beans
table,
and a
and
nice
I hand
Chianti
them out
wine.
one by one to the guards, and then I take them out to the cell.
All right, so the guards start eating. They are in general not impressed with your cooking. Did you just make the ragu, or did you prepare anything else?
You would have made noodles, maybe a salad, maybe a dessert, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I'll add noodles as well, and then also like a concoction of vegetables, sesame salad.
Like a succotash?
No, I wouldn't do vegetables. It's freezing cold there. You would have done the pasta warm, and then you might would have done like a warm dessert type thing.
Maybe
Warm
like
salad.
a soup would go good.
The ragu
salad.
mixed the soup. The soup.
What?
The ragu
What's a
mixed
warm
the soup.
dessert?
Warm dessert, apple pie.
Yeah, make a pie.
Okay, I'll make a pie.
Give me a pie roll.
That doesn't have to be warm, but apple pie, brownies, they're much better warm a la mode.
That's a 17.
So a 17 on the pie roll. It was pie or was it brownies?
It was pie.
What kind of pie?
Is cobbler
Apple
pie?
pie. Cobbler's not a pie.
How is cobbler different? I mean, it's a pie.
That's a good question. How's
It is
cobbler?
different.
Cobbler's not a pie.
Lemon lime pie.
Pies are way more difficult to make, I'll tell you that.
Agreed.
But is
isn't it a
cobbler
type
just
of
a
pie?
lazy pie?
It's like a lazy pie.
So it's a pie.
It's like a lazy pie.
Not, but like, but not.
So pie. Okay, a pie has to be fully encased in dough.
No,
Yes.
it does not.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is not.
There's no pie over the top.
Dutch apple is not.
Okay, the
French
bottom.
silk
The
pie.
bottom, you gotta have the potential soggy bottom. You have to have a complete bottom crust, which is
Hey, according to the internet, cobbler is sometimes described as a fruit pie, but strictly speaking, the two are different. Pies are made
Strictly speaking.
Pies are made from pastry rather than biscuit batter, and they are fully encased with the crust at the top and the bottom, while cobblers typically only have
top
topping.
and the bottom. Top and the bottom.
Cobblers are
Pumpkin pie
like
isn't pie.
a
Pumpkin pie's
hundred
not a
times
pie.
easier to
Pumpkin
make.
pie.
Because you're using biscuit dough
That
and
description
not
is wrong.
pastry.
Did you use biscuit dough or pastry dough?
I use pastry though.
So you have a pie. And it's an apple
Oh,
pie.
fucking pie.
And it's
We're going with lemon lime.
a lemon.
And that's why it's
lemon-
called a pot pie. Because it uses the pastry dough, and it's not a pot cobbler.
Oh,
Doesn't.
I'm pretty
It
sure I've had a
needs
pot
to
cobbler. Fire and Wong's
Pot cobbler.
New Year's Party 1989.
So a lemon lime pie.
A lemon lime pie.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a lemon lime pie.
key lime
Key lime
pie.
pie.
That's not a lemon lime pie.
But I think you can modify
no, there's
it.
a key lime. There is a key
You
lime.
can try to make that, but it's not going to turn out good.
But
It's like a
lemon-
Fresca pie or
Is
like
there
a
a lemon
Sprite
meringue?
pie.
No, I'm
There's
willing to
lemon
argue
meringue.
that
That's what I
Sprite
meant to
pie.
say. That's
No.
what I
A bit of
meant to
lemon?
say.
No.
A lemon
Sprite.
meringue pie. I wanted to make a
Sprite
lemon
pie.
I
Sprite
don't
pie.
want refreshing
A lemon
pie.
meringue, but that's what I was
Lemon
saying.
lime is
Is it
refreshing.
a
I'm
lemon
not saying
lime
it's a
pie
good
or a lemon
pie,
meringue pie?
but you can make
Lemon
it.
meringue.
I think
I
that's
also said you could
Lemon
make it, but it
meringue.
would turn out terrible.
Lemon
meringue.
pie. Lemon meringue.
okay. So your lemon meringue pie is a 17. Pretty good pie. They love your pie. They hate your ragu.
Where do key limes come from?
Key West.
Florida Keys. Florida Keys. That's the only place where you get key limes.
And you're supposed to use canned
That's
milk.
why it's the keys in there instead of just a lime pie.
Condensed milk, right? Yeah.
Condensed milk. Are you threatening to make a key lime pie?
Absolutely not.
You've
I
had
would
some
only-
baking experience.
I would make a peach cobbler if I was in the South, but
Whoa.
I can't get the proper peaches.
Also, by the way, only the guards get the
You can get them imported
Okay,
from
you guys get the
Atlanta.
pie.
Only the
And then
guards.
you take your ragu out and you start
Best
serving
peach
your
cobbler I
ragu
was
to the
in
prisoners. They are not
restaurant in
impressed.
Atlanta.
There's grumbling and anger.
Don't murder.
Yeah, no, they're going to murder you. They're like, what the hell is this
I don't
slop?
know. The
You
one in
didn't come
Atlanta
all the way
was,
up here and pay all this
the
money
best.
for this. What is
Oh
going
my
on?
God. You're a
prisoner.
Where's the
Oh my
chef?
God.
What the
I go to
fuck do
Harlan
you
County.
mean?
Oh, no.
Blame
Well, who are
somebody
you
else.
talking to?
I'm talking to a prisoner.
Yeah. Who? You don't even know who you're talking to.
I'm Barney.
You are going to be gutted tonight. I will not forget this ragu.
If you have a kid, I'm killing you.
Okay, and you're arguing with a guy. He
like
looks
Miss
like he
May's
looks
Porch
like
restaurant
14
in
years old,
Atlanta.
Of course.
but he's talking to you like he's gonna really kill you. He's
It
angry
was
as
a
hell.
Waffle
I'm
House.
gonna kick your balls and I'm
Not a
gonna
Waffle House.
Other prisoners start yelling at you too.
But there are no Waffle
Alright,
Houses
Anya,
here.
shut up.
Waffle houses are amazing.
We need a Waffle House.
So as you guys come back from your tour, you see the chef serving ragu to the prisoners, who are screaming and yelling and threatening to kill him, and he's yelling back at the prisoners.
And I come in with my arms outstretched.
Yes.
Relieve yourself of this pain. Come to Zoltek.
I'm going to kill you! Like an old lady yells at you.
It's a co-ed prison.
It is. It doesn't seem to gender bias.
You are seriously struggling with your food. I can alleviate the pain.
You can fix this horrible ragu?
Yes.
Who is this guy? Where's the cook?
I can fix the problem.
Actually, I can fix it.
Yeah.
You're still in the office
Yeah,
drawing
I'm
a
not
key.
down there.
Okay.
Is there a big pot? How is this being served?
Have you plated it in the kitchen, or are you bringing it out in a pot and slopping it into trays?
I played it in
Delicately
the kitchen.
serving.
So it's plated. It's already been plated in the kitchen.
So I walk and I just start flipping plates up. Be relieved of this pain. You are cured. And I do it like 3 or 4 times.
All right, I'll just go
Just
back
enough.
to the kitchen.
To get the prisoners on your side. You're trying to build some bonding with the prisoners.
Attica.
Oh, by the way, before I go back to the kitchen,
and-
what's with that prisoner I was arguing with?
Yeah.
I say you're a dickless bitch before I leave.
Hey, while
He
this
yells
is going on,
insults while you're flipping plates. He's insulting one of the prisoners. It looks like a 12 or 14-year-old boy.
The prisoner?
Yeah, and he's
12
yeah, and he's
14,
yelling.
not 13.
He's calling him names and threatening to kill his children.
Is it 12 or 13 or 14?
Yeah,
It's not 13.
12 or 14.
while this is going on,
Can't
could
be
I try to
13.
steal
There's
the
no
keys
way
from the...
possible.
The warden walks into this
13 is absolutely
chaos,
impossible. Out of the park.
and she says, "This comes as no surprise to me, having heard of your connection to Zoltek. I'm afraid that your project is not going to be funded because your inability to deal with the prisoners in an appropriate manner."
You know, I think it's your inability to properly warden this place. And I turn and I walk out and make a scene like, aha! And I walk to them and I don't know where I'm going.
As you start, as you turn to walk away, you see him kind of come hustling into the area, looking left and right.
Yeah, I want to try to steal...
You see the warden, like
We're off
looking,
the rails, aren't
looking at her shoes with shame. I mean, she looks saddened as Brian, with glee, Zoltekian glee, is storming off. You're just standing there. He's storming back to the kitchen.
I'm gonna go up to her, to the warden.
Okay.
And say, he's gonna get some punishment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry about him.
Yes.
Don't worry about him.
Yes. Yes.
Can I
think
try to
so.
steal the
That's
keys?
the
Sure,
only
you're
thing.
an amazing warden.
You can
Sleight of hand.
absolutely do a
of
sleight of hand check to try to lift the keys off the warden's
Watch
belt
his
loop
distraction.
while you're distracting her.
Is there a way I can, like, thieves can't him to get him advantage?
18,
Oh, an
Never mind.
18.
12 plus.
Never mind.
Yeah. You swing by while you're distracting the warden. You see him come by and just lift the keys right off her belt loop.
I don't even glance at him. I just maintain eye contact.
Yeah.
Right, and then I go back up.
Okay, you go back up.
And I
You
hand...
got the keys.
I toss the prisoner 13 the keys.
She takes the keys. She walks into the room with the memory palace. When she walks in, the keys enlarge. So the keys are now normal size. And she goes, now about those boxes.
When we get ready to leave, you said you could tell... Are you coming with us or are you staying here?
I'm not sure. I think I'm going to need to remain in the prison.
Okay.
I've got some unfinished business here.
But how do we get the key that we need to open the vault if you're not coming with
The
us?
key that I needed to open the vault, Julie has already sketched out. You should have everything you need from that drawing. She did copy down the dwarven runes that are etched along the side of the key. Those are critical for the incantation. The dwarves will need that to be able to open it.
Okay.
They cause the keyhole to appear into which the key may be placed.
And
Remember, only a member of the king's royal family can use the key.
also... Shit.
It's the feds, I'm telling you. They made him take his death.
How do we get... Do we need your help getting teleported, or can we just go up there whenever we need to get up there?
There is a set of passcodes that I can provide you with that will allow you to teleport from the prison to several different locations. Where do you want to go?
Where do we want to go?
Where's the closest to where we need to go?
We
I
have
guess-
to go back to the
Yeah, back
golden
to... Yeah.
vault people.
I guess to the drawers, or back to the
The
office?
Dwarven Mines?
No, I mean... Shit, where would we go? Where were we supposed to report back to once we got
To
the
the golden
information?
vault people.
So the Golden Vault people are on a different plane of Ravnica. You guys came through a portal in Ravnica that opened up outside of the docks. The 2 days south of Revel's End, there was a small fishing community, and that's where you guys came out.
So I guess back there, and then we'll get home.
Luskin.
get it?
So you're in Luskin.
Can she get us to Ravnica, or is that too far?
She cannot. She cannot.
What's the
That's
closest-
planar transport. I can only keep you on Faerun.
All right, well, then I guess where they would.
She can get you to Luskin.
Then let's do that.
Yeah, she can send you back to Luskin. Luskin is a notorious thieves guild. Pirate lords rule the city kind of situation. So she has connections in Luskin, and she has a portal center in Luskin she can send you to.
All right, can I get that as soon as possible in case shit starts going sideways?
We need to find these boxes, though.
I know, I will help you. I just, if they bust in and we need to run.
Do you have magical training?
A little bit.
Okay, so she starts writing out like a very clear kind of teleportation command phrases.
Okay.
Right, like how to open the portal, how to direct the portal to Luskin, how to close the portal.
Okay. Great.
And it's on the roof?
The portal is inside the water tank on the roof.
And do we know how to get to the roof?
Rock has been up to the roof and has explained it to him.
Okay.
Basically, you go up to the top and there's a ladder that accesses the roof.
Alright, I don't just leave her hanging out.
Okay, you start going through boxes. So, take a box, enter the room, unlock the box, open the box. Inside the box it has the years, like that it covers within the prison records. You go through 40 boxes until you start kind of figuring out the order. You start finding her the boxes she needs.
Okay.
When you bring in the first box, which is the 15-year box, she's like, okay, I'm going to need some time alone with this box. And she starts pulling pages out of it, and things start illuminating on the map.
Alright. I'll guard the door for the
warden.
Yeah, the warden. I'll be a look
Okay,
at.
so she's going through the first box. She's got to get through 3. You guys are downstairs, back in the hospital, pouring mayonnaise into the portable hole.
No, or is the dinner still going on, or is that over?
I don't know what happened. So you went back into the kitchen, Brian threw some plates.
Wait, hold on.
You might want to bring the pot.
Where did the incident happen?
The incident, so you started serving dinner probably right over here by the kitchen, probably here.
Yeah.
And so the incident happened probably right here.
Right where?
Right at like 5:30, like almost 6 o'clock.
So right here.
Yeah, those cells.
Then these prisoners didn't get the food, so I'm actually continuing. My bad.
Alright, okay.
I'm continuing, making sure everyone gets fed.
Alright, so you continue to feed the prisoners. They're disgruntled, they're laughing at you, there's not a lot of joy in Mudbound.
I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna take out my jug of alchemy.
Okay.
And to fix their food, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit.
Well, one of us needs to go through it, the other one guard the door to alert
While
the other.
are you allowing him to pour mayonnaise on your ragu?
I don't care, they're prisoners. They're lucky I'm feeding them.
Is the ragu with mayonnaise, that sounds repulsive to me.
They're prisoners.
Well, you're an uncultured swine, then. You never heard of mayonnaise?
It is the mayonnaise of God.
You never heard of Megu?
You believe that this will improve, so give me a cooking check.
Alright. What?
A performance.
Look, this is health food.
Mayonnaise with ragu? That does not sound delicious.
No, not really.
No,
I don't even know what
health
ragu
food is not delicious.
Ragu's like red sauce.
Is there a specific skill for that?
Performance. Go with performance.
Performance, unless you can convince me to use something else. You're pouring mayonnaise onto spaghetti sauce.
I would say that's a sleight of hand to make sure you get it.
So that's a creamy Italian sauce.
I think
I'm on board with that.
Is there if you can come up with an Italian name for that sauce?
18.
Megu.
Wait.
It's Megu.
23.
It's a 20.
It's a 23.
Would you like to name the mayonnaise ragu sauce?
Megu.
Is there an internet answer for ragu with mayonnaise, Brian?
Oh, dang.
Please tell me it's Megu.
Try to say creamy tomato.
No, Google mayonnaise and ragu and see what it says.
Oh my god.
Well, it's different because you just need a sauce that has egg and oil, which is pretty much mayo.
Mayonnaise, marinara pasta, creamy mayo,
Italian
marinara.
creamy beef ragu.
Mayonnaise, pasta, creamy. It's
Got to be an Italian word. If it's not in Italian, it doesn't count.
Put it in Google Translate.
Can't read Italian.
Spaghetti.
I'll allow you to name it yourself.
Alright.
Emanuele, tomato, huh?
Mussolini.
Spunky beef.
Mussolini.
El Duce.
Mussolini is the name of the mayonnaise. Mussolini.
Named after Colors' idol Benito Mussolini,
Got it.
dictator of fascist Italy.
Hey, did you know that Italy's, not Italy, Mussolini's granddaughter was a J-pop star in the 80s?
A J-pop star?
Yeah, she was a J-pop star in the 80s.
Japanese pop.
Yeah, no Japanese. I listen to Japanese pop sometimes.
It's good.
Okay,
Stuff
so
from the 80s. I like the 80s.
Was his granddaughter Japanese?
No, she's Italian. She just went to Italy.
We had J-pop.
Yeah,
She went to Italy and became a J-pop star.
There was
She went to
J-pop in
Japan.
the 80s.
But the Japanese are racist.
Everyone's racist. We all
It's
hate
actually a
each other.
song. Everyone is a little bit racist. From Avenue Q.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
not everyone puts mayonnaise in their ragu sauce, which you do.
How does that
And the
connect to
prisoners,
racism?
they
How
assume,
does that connect to racism?
they are assuming that you're doing it just to be an asshole, right? The prisoners are thinking so they're laughing as you're doing this to his food. But then
You're getting
there's
grabbed
a giant half orc
I could accidentally
I
in
crushed
one
it with my
cell who
American
eats
power.
it, like just starts scarfing it down. It's a very stereotypical half orc,
Well done. Now it's done.
smiling and acting as if it's delicious. And so some of the other prisoners start trying the Mussolini ragu, and it turns out that Mussolini ragu is a thing. It actually is a bold new flavor combination they've never tried before, and they enjoy it very much. They start laughing and joking, and they think that perhaps you had this all planned. A big reveal. Give them some pre-dinner entertainment with that
You're
little
welcome.
fight thing.
How much?
I go back to the guy.
How much what?
How much moose is in it?
Mayonnaise?
He says Mussolini.
That's what he named it. He named it Mussolini ragu. It's moose ragu? Is it made from moose?
No,
No,
Mussolini.
no. How much?
Mussolini as in the name.
Right. But there's.
There's no
Did you use reindeer meat by mistake?
Why would that be a mistake?
Nothing's wrong with venison.
Venison ragu?
What's wrong with that?
I just use regular meat, guys.
What kind
What's
of meat
regular
did you
meat?
use?
Tabaxi.
It's rat.
I use beef.
Can I try to
So there's probably fewer cows up here than there are reindeer. They're in the
Here it is.
frozen north.
Mayonnaise, marinara pasta.
I'll go
Does it look as
an
repulsive as it
Italian
sounds?
name.
So you did make it out of moose meat.
Yes.
Venison. Venison is moose meat?
No.
crap with like.
What do you call moose meat? Good question.
Marinara pasta.
It's the Italian name.
It exists.
There's no way the Italians are putting mayonnaise
Yeah,
on
but that's American.
That's absolutely American.
They're
but
gonna, well, the French might do it. The French might do it just to piss off the Italians.
So,
The French will do anything to piss off other countries.
That's what I would. Yeah.
They renamed French fries.
Didn't
They
the French
renamed-
invent
we-
syphilis?
What?
Didn't syphilis come from France?
Invent it?
No one
No,
invents the disease.
Isn't
It's just
syphilis a new world? I thought we
That's what I'm
exported it
saying.
from.
They didn't have the technology to
I think it
invent
came from
syphilis.
South America.
The Spanish called it the French disease.
Dave, I think you're right. There's a thing called the Columbian Exchange.
And the
Yeah.
Polish called it
You
the
know,
French
smallpox
war.
came this way. So
I think we
Okay,
said
that's
syphilis
like
back.
calling AIDS the
We?
gay man's flu. Or something.
I guess we.
North America,
What about the
South
China
America.
virus?
okay.
I'm a Native American.
No, bro.
That came from
Alright,
China.
and then could I cast firebolts on like the curtains?
Okay, we're
One time you're not going to
We're
find
gonna
funny, you're going to
talk
have to hit it. You're going to be like.
Okay, wait, but can I go back to
No,
that
no.
guard?
You
Can I
mean
go
the
back to
virus
that
that
guard I
America
was
made
speaking
in
with?
China?
There was a prisoner.
But it came from
There was a
China.
Can
prisoner.
I go back to the
from
prisoner?
China.
Yeah.
Paid to make
Okay,
it.
so
But it came from China.
think
The
you're
Chinese
right?
government should have been on top
I
of
didn't
that.
get any of the new Mussolini ragu.
I have heard
wait,
that.
no, you.
Americans
please
made
stop.
COVID in
I need your
China.
help.
Alright, first up, I'm gonna jump up on a table without stepping on anybody's food.
You're in a prison. There's no table.
And we do indeed.
You're in the cell block area. You're feeding prisoners
And
in the cell
I
block.
announced all the
that is
prisoners. Let this be
illegal,
a gift from the
identical
Lord as an act of
to gain a
mercy
function research,
on your time in solitude.
not quality.
Amen.
Amen!
Wait, but not many. There are some people who didn't get mercy.
So if you
You gotta go ask some more.
Alright, I follow
that's
him.
illegal.
Okay.
So I get him
If
to make
you
sure he gets the
intend-
Mussolini stuff.
Okay, so you guys have found the second box. She's going through the second box.
Yeah. Hey, while she's looking through, we're taking turns looking out the door. Can we try to
world
raid
loses
the desk
both worlds.
drawers to see if there's any money?
He
in it?
was unable to open the desk.
One, you purposely let it out.
What if that one we do the water
His
ice
great
thing?
grandson
One,
currently
you
plays
don't.
for.
Okay,
Italian
so-
football club.
Right,
Let's
never
get
mind.
his attention.
Yeah, no, I would say never mind. He
But
can do
both
it.
His
I
current
don't care.
grandson is
Intent aside.
I've never heard of
If
that.
it gets out.
Are you sure you're thinking of
I would say we have a
Yeah, no,
lot of
Benito
viruses
Mussolini.
that-
Yeah, no, his bloodline. It's crazy, man. Like,
I know scientists. I'm
Italians
curious. They do
they're
stuff
the
just
weirdos of
for
Europe.
science purpose.
Well, no, that's the French.
She's
but
found the
Italians-
second
no,
information
the
she needs. She
French
brings
are
out the
defeated.
second box, and she
Alright.
needs the third box,
French are
which is the
just
30-year box.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're looking.
He's also interested in breaking into the desk. You guys have not filled for the
Yes,
desk yet.
I want some petty cash. This is an office. There's gotta be some cash.
Some petty cash.
That's
Okay,
something.
so you're having trouble finding the 30-year box.
Can the keys open the desk?
They do. The keys that you have, which you have given to prisoner 13, appear to only work on the boxes.
I'll find the $30 while he's trying to break in.
Okay, so you're focused on that desk.
Does she have the knock spell? Cause she
Has no knock spell.
All right.
How did you guys get in here, by the way? This is a hard door to open as well.
So syphilis is
have our ways.
disputed.
What are your ways?
We think about it and it opens.
You think about any cell, any door here.
Where
I don't
does
know
this-
about any
where
door.
the like main country.
But you're telling me that if you just think about
They
any
think
door,
came from
it opens.
The
Make a
Americas
saving
and
throw
got sent over.
Did you notice
back
that
to
when
Europe
to
via
prevent yourself from
Columbus.
thinking of opening every door.
However, it's just
Intelligence.
That didn't even occur to me.
What?
So she leans in and says this to you. She says, "So if you just think about it, every door will open in this prison when you think of it."
Christopher
And you
Columbus
realize that she's
went
tricking
and-
you.
Christopher
It's a
Columbus
command.
didn't invade.
It's not a command. She's just trying to.
command.
She's trying to
it's
make you
called
think of opening every door.
Columbus was Italian. What the fuck?
Why would she
Columbus
miss that?
was British?
Wasn't Columbus British?
No. He was Italian, but chartled by the Spanish.
do I think she's screwing with us with the
A little bit.
Do I think it's
She's screwing with her.
Okay, no,
guy
but do
who
I
took
think
care
what
of a
she's
lot of
giving us
that's
is
lies,
real?
that's
Like
a lie.
Yeah. You think
the
he's real.
teleport.
The teleport on the roof.
He was a terrible
Brock
dude.
has been up there and
So
seen
happy
stuff.
that-
Okay.
There's
So
something
long as
about
I know that's real, I don't
They
care that
flocked
she's
with
messing
him
with
and
Julie.
fell in his glory.
Is this a skill check?
Yes.
Oh, what is this? What's
I'll
this?
Steve.
What tonight did we go off?
You're making a contested. So she's using deception.
I will. Thieves
I don't
can't
think we ever
really.
got back on the rails.
Do I roll a skill? No, I
Because
don't.
we're talking about Christopher Columbus being
It's a
good
wisdom saving
And
throw.
syphilis.
and how
wisdom-
syphilis is nasty.
Perception.
It took us
Wisdom.
a
6.
No, just wisdom.
Just straight wisdom.
Straight wisdom.
That's what all those
that
sacrifices.
We've done better, by the way. I mean, I think we've done a full
Oh,
hour.
dang. I see 19. What I see?
That looks like 19.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all 19.
So you
Yeah,
realize
the-
that she's trying to make you think of opening every door.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. And you say thieves can't really, and she's like, oh, really?
I don't try to stop it or nothing, but I'm just like, really?
You
Okay.
find the 30-year box, you take it in, she opens it,
Alright.
you see her bring up a map of Faerun. The map looks older than the other maps. I don't know what that means. Like the city icons are smaller, I guess. And the area that she's looking in is this area. So she's very much drawing lines in the map of the spine of the world, the Great North.
It's like seeing a map of Orange County and there's no Mission Viejo.
Brian, where are you? You walked away from the warden.
He doesn't
You
know.
saw him run down, steal keys from the warden, and head back upstairs.
I was walking back to the hospital.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Give me 1 second.
Walking back to the hospital.
Did he order food?
I think it's a job interview.
Or hearing back about a job. It's
The
all
way,
right.
the way he acted.
Yeah, the way he's like, oh, yeah.
It's a 100% job.
Yeah, no, that's
He's applying for a job while at D&D?
No, he
Yeah.
just got a call.
Probably wasn't a scheduled interview, or he already had the interview and they're calling him back.
Oh, to see if he
No
got the
interview.
job.
Okay.
You know the story.
I know the story.
Tell us the story.
He's sure, why not? This is the secret. Ralph's. So he's applying, but he applied for the Ralph's. So they're gonna email him. He said either today or tomorrow. So he might have just gotten a phone call. But I mean, Lance fucking nailed it. Like I mean,
I didn't see the job interview at all.
I didn't see
Oh, no,
that.
I saw that right
I
away.
did. The
I guess
serious-
my
and
kids haven't
walking
done it
away.
yet.
Yeah,
He
and
walked
walking.
out the store.
Yeah, and walking. That's job.
I mean, that's huge insight. Like, I mean, crit a success on that insight roll.
Right.
You know, well done.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, I don't know what your modifier is, but you on the dice.
Oh, no, that was with you though.
You had it. You had it too. You saw it. I didn't see it.
Well, I mean, the second he said it, I'm like, of course. 'Cause we were talking
You knew
about-
there was a job interview on the table and you didn't see it.
Yeah. No, I did not. The second you said it.
Just the way he said like yes, and then like got up and like didn't tell us anything about like we'll be right back or like just like that.
Is he looking smug? What happened?
Wait.
Yes. You got the job.
They'll be emailing me Friday at the earliest with my first day.
Congratulations, man.
I'm going to be working at Ralph's.
Which Ralph's?
Lake Forest.
That's too far away.
My Ralph's.
No, I can't go to that Ralph's.
Myra.
Now, what kind of discount are we looking at? Friends and family, man. Friends and
Probably
family.
like 30%.
30%.
Maybe. That's just an estimation. My buddy works at
Wow.
no,
30% off groceries? I got 5 people in my house. That's serious shit.
I'm not saying you might need to
all
mention
the way out.
I'm trying. Yeah, no, it's worth even with
feel free,
gas.
man.
All right.
Congratulations, man. First job?
Yeah, well done.
No, third job.
This is your third job?
Third job.
Excellent. Excellent.
All
You're
right.
awesome. You're awesome. That's
So
really good news.
she's looking at the last one. How long is that going to take?
She spent about 10-15 minutes with each box, right? So she's going through the
So I'm
box.
going to still guard the door.
You're guarding the door. Brian, what are you doing?
So I walked out.
Yes.
I didn't bump into him. Do I know him?
You do. He's dressed like a guard.
No, I know him, but I don't know him.
Correct.
So I just walk by and I go back to the hospital.
Okay, you're in the hospital.
And I go by. 13's not in her cell anymore.
Correct. 13's upstairs in the warden's office.
With me and Julie.
Shit, what am I doing? Distraction's done. I gotta get to the top.
I used to work at Donato's.
I actually, did he walk by me?
He did.
All right, now I know that in about 15 minutes we're going to be able to try to get out of here.
Yes.
I would have told him.
Well, no. You saw him about 30 minutes when you first came down. I got the keys, right? So it's been 30 minutes ago you saw him.
Never mind.
You can't tell him something. You speak
so
thieves'
many
can't?
times.
I had that for like a week after Nietzsche and after Brizio. When I started Brizio,
You have to be a thief.
I almost entered.
So
Nietzsche,
you're
of
just
course.
hanging out in the thing, Brian. You're not doing anything.
What? I'm sorry,
I don't know
Brizio
what
like
to do.
horse.
Can I find my way upstairs?
We had such.
You can. I mean, you pretty much. No one's told you not to go anywhere so far since you've been here.
So I'm gonna go upstairs and just start walking into the warden's room.
Okay, so you head up towards the warden's office.
And because I turn, walk out, hoping she's gonna follow me to her office.
So she's still here talking
That's not what we
to.
wanna
She's
do.
now here.
Not enough.
She's in this room talking to some of the guards about the recent outbreak. She's very concerned about the kitchen staff. She's sent for the chef to come in here to explain your behavior. Then she sees things turn with the Mussolini Ragu, and things are getting a little bit better.
And I turn and walk upstairs.
Okay, you're heading upstairs.
Is she following me?
She's not. She's talking to guards and doing HR stuff.
When he does get up to me, I would tell him to go tell everybody that in like 10, 15 minutes we need to be on the roof.
Okay, so you come up. He's standing at the door to the warden's office, and he says, "Hey, we need to be on the roof in 10 15
These
minutes."
two are there.
Yeah, and I tell
He's
you,
in the
we know
office.
this, but you need to try to go tell as many
I need
people.
to wrangle these
Try
two.
Brizio
Yeah,
sometime.
and tell them we need to be on the roof in 10, 15 minutes because we have almost all the information we need.
And I go back because are you see some in the kitchen?
Never had.
So while he's explaining this to you, whispering this to you in the hallway, you hear from inside the
Office.
inside the office someone yell out, "Or you could just open all the cells."
Who is that?
Prisoner 13.
I didn't think we could open the cell, but I thought just the doors.
No, I had a hard time with her before, if you remember.
It was over here somewhere.
She really didn't like me
No,
at all.
no.
I'm not gonna listen to her.
Okay. You head downstairs. You go to the kitchen. You find him in the kitchen. He's still.
Where are you?
You're probably in the main office with the warden. After you finish serving the food, you've gone back to the kitchen to clean up. You've probably gone into the main observatory area with the warden
Alright.
to help with the HR and just, see how the prison's
Just see how I
run.
can improve.
Yeah.
How can-
Brian
how can
comes
help
in.
improve?
Brian, you tell him,
We gotta get the fuck out of here and go upstairs. Drag me upstairs to the warden's office and take him with us.
You have already kind of told me.
Wait, what did I miss while I was gone?
Yeah, you would have already been told, and you.
Okay, before you have
He's
left,
already been told.
Okay, before you have left, I would have told him what Rock told me about how to get up.
What city is that?
is he talking about Rance's Pizza?
Ooh,
That's the best pizza in the whole world.
Okay,
When you
but
go
David,
by there.
It's
David,
really far from my house.
Yeah, it's the best pizza in the world. Brian
You like
gave it.
Rance's?
Brian said it was good for Chicago style. You gave it a good.
Rance isn't bad. Tony's in Placentia's not bad. LA's got some
Good. I love Rance's.
But Rance's, it was.
If you're looking for Chicago style, I mean, where else are you gonna go?
There's one up in Placentia called Tony's.
Placentia. How far is that?
Half hour.
You're in the kitchen.
right before
I'll send
Brian had left.
But
But
Rance
Brian
isn't bad.
walked right into the observatory area and starts getting him.
No, but he came to me first, right?
No, Brian, you didn't go to the kitchen first, did you, Brian?
You said he did.
Brian?
No, you said he did.
I thought he came down from the warden's office straight in there.
Okay.
So he was in the kitchen. He's with the warden doing HR work with the chef who's getting berated for hiring you and for allowing you to serve dinner on your first night here. You clearly didn't know what you're doing.
I
If he
made
hadn't
great
been there to
pie.
save the meal, things would have been
It was
terrible.
all
Yeah,
planned out.
the guards do defend your pie. The pie was delicious, but the service and the whole structure of the meal was terrible. They're very concerned about the nutritional
Yes,
value.
definitely Tony's. But it's far.
It's better than Rance's or the same? He's a snob too when it comes to this.
Well,
shit.
I mean, I lived in Chicago also.
That's a
You wanna
hard
be a
one.
snob.
I mean,
What
I know what it's supposed to taste like. That makes me a snob.
Well, I want to be a snob when it comes to like coffee and stuff, but I just can't tell the difference.
So what was your favorite place in Chicago? Where did you go?
I actually liked, because I was in him.
He's even like,
Yeah, I gotcha. My mom was Giordano's. We grew up Blue Malnati's.
Look at this
Whenever I went to
What is that
my
receiver?
friend's house as a kid, they always had Gino's.
That's
So.
Joe, that's
alright, yeah.
that's
you
what
receive
it is.
head
I go to
24/7.
Gino's and
All
I'm like, I
Gino's was the first one I ever had.
right, we got like 15 minutes left.
Okay. In the
Next
jail.
week we're off. I'm off.
Yeah, we're,
Have,
no,
yeah,
we're
we're not
off.
playing next week. So have you been into the kitchen, Brian?
He's not here next week either.
Right. We're not doing anything together. Don't have any ideas.
Brian, what are you doing?
So I do go. I thought he already knew. He doesn't.
I don't think he knows.
No, I
So I
told
go
you
to the
get both of them.
kitchen. You know, I walk back in there. I storm. I don't even look at Warden there.
The warden is in the central area with him.
With who? Oh, I thought you were in the kitchen still.
No.
He's in the kitchen. He's in the central area.
Are you talking to the warden?
Am I talking?
You're talking with the warden who's dressing down the head chef.
So I first go to the kitchen.
Okay,
Walk right past the warden.
correct.
Don't even look her in the eyes.
Got it.
You know, maybe the sideways look. One of those.
Yep, yep.
Don't worry.
But then I go to you. And I say, is there anyone in the kitchen with him?
There's other people doing dishes and stuff. There's an Italian man sitting in the corner slicing garlic with a razor blade.
So where in Faerun are Italian men from?
Luskin. Southern Schultz. I don't know.
Clearly. I mean, duh. I mean, I'm
Little Italy.
I'm ashamed I asked. I'm ashamed I asked.
There's a little.
There's Gygax is. If there's in Japan, there has to be a little Italy somewhere.
I go to... Otani, we gotta get upstairs.
Alright, I tell him what Rock told me about how to get upstairs.
And
And
the portal's there. We need to be there in 10 minutes. 7 minutes by now.
okay, then
7 minutes by now.
okay.
She comes back out. Take me back to my cell. Thank you very much.
I will.
Okay.
And
So
I'll
you're
tell
heading-
Julie, try to lock everything back up,
Yeah.
and we'll all
Close
meet
the
up. head
office.
up. Yep.
From here up one floor, these
Yep.
stairs, and there's a trapdoor ladder out to the roof, up to the water tower.
Oh, it's on that part of the roof.
Yeah.
It's in the highest.
Yeah. So the roof.
All right, I'll go take it back to her cell.
Okay, you take it back to the cell. You see him still in the conference with the guards and the main chef having a discussion about the service tonight, which was terrible. Put her in her cell.
Put her in her cell.
Head out.
I asked her, do you really want all the cell doors open?
Oh yeah.
And when I asked her though, we were told her real name. I say that.
Oh, she glares.
What's her real name?
She glares.
Say my name.
How do you know that?
How did we know that?
The axe breakers told you.
I tell her that.
Yeah. Oh, they'll answer for that. They will answer for that.
So, and I tell her we all know, but
Uh-huh.
we won't tell anybody else.
Gotcha.
We haven't spoken. That's the first time we've spoken it. But on the way out, I might give you a gift. So and then I try to motion for him to come.
You see him returning, Adam. You see him returning prisoner 13 to her cell.
And when you look at me and the warden's not looking, I motion for you to like go up.
Oh my gosh. There's another Chicago-style pizza in Orange County in Newport.
All right. We're all trying to make it to the.
So you guys are in the kitchen heading upstairs. You are going with him up the stairs to the warden's office, around the corner, up the last set of stairs to the trapdoor where you've already gone up the trapdoor and accessed the water tower. So that door's open.
Yep.
There's a ladder leading upstairs. You're up to the roof. You guys can follow
we all
up
there?
Is everyone there?
Are we all on?
Are you guys in the kitchen? Brian?
No,
Yes. No, I'm out. I left. I told him and I ran.
We
Okay.
moved up. We moved up.
So we're all there.
Right.
I'm gonna shut that trap door,
Yeah.
and then I, with my mind, I am opening every door in that entire prison.
Okay.
That
So
was
you have-
part of my deal with her.
Oh, you made that agreement.
So you have scroll to open. So you open the door to the water tower. There's no water in the water
But
tower,
to
right?
everybody else,
There's
it
a
was my
magical
agreement.
bucket pouring water down a
That's my gift to
tube
her
that's
out of
heating the
respect
water.
that she helped us.
There's an arcane circle on the
Criminal wise,
floor.
I'm up there now.
You
but
have a
she's
scroll
still-
that allows you to
So I'm
open
like,
a portal to Luskin. You say this.
you wanted something to
The
happen
portal to
that I
Luskin
can do.
appears to be
This is
open,
my
so
gift
it's
to
a
you.
step through
Like,
portal
and then
in the water
book
tower.
it.
Let's go.
So he steps through a portal.
I follow.
Together.
The water tower door is still open.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the
As you turn to leave, you see this guy come running out of the front of the portal. He's blasting eyes, shooting at guards who are fleeing in terror as he comes running from the prison, chasing after these guys. As you step through the portal and arrive at Luskin. So Luskin is a rat-infested sewer city. Pirates rule the thing. There are drow everywhere. You guys appear in the back room of a bar or a tavern.
Okay.
You've not been here before. But you've been to Luskin before. From here, you can easily find your way back to the portal that brought you to Luskin.
We'll do that.
Right? The one that comes from there. When you get there, there's one of the axe-breaker dwarfs that you met when you first arrived who took you to the ship.
We'll tell them you might want to get your ship back somehow.
Yes.
You didn't use it.
Yes. Were you able to retrieve the key?
We have a sketch and we have all the words you need to make it and to open for the keyhole to even show up.
Excellent. Excellent. Were there any instructions on how to use the key?
She said only a royal blood could use the key.
Excellent. Any other instructions? Let me see this sketch.
That's you, Julie.
Have you received any training?
Do not besmirch Julie Newmar.
It was. I mean,
You're besmirched.
it was a week.
You have one
I had a
besmirch point. And you've received one
It's called a
besmirching.
boot camp.
Okay, so they take it, they open the portal back to Ravnica.
Okay.
Step through the portal to Ravnica.
Yes.
When you step out of the portal of Ravnica, you step out onto the ramparts that lead into the office where you've been meeting with the member of the Azorius Senate.
Okay.
From the ramparts, you see an army, like 100+ goblins, storming the ramparts where you guys are standing. It appears that every goblin in the multiverse is currently at war with the Azorius Senate, and you have stepped in the middle of this massive battle. And we'll stop there.
Avengers.
I want to say player of the day was Julie.
Julie,
For
plus
calling out the second Adam took the call, ran out of here. He's like, that's a job call.
Yeah.
so your golden vault,
I don't.
golden vault up 1 for everybody except for you. You get 4 more golden vault points.
What?
Renown.
You're MVP.
Dang.
MVP for the.
And we level again, right?
we
We're
level?
now level
You
5.
want me to choose? What do you want?
Let me look at it again.
And
Let
we're
me know
also in the
and
middle of a
text me
battle
to say
against
Julie
goblins.
wants to get.
So how do we get paid?
Okay.
So the Azorius Senate and the Axe Breakers will pay you. I mean, that was kind
Yeah,
of the
but like,
agreement.
what are we getting
You said
paid?
level up in what?
With money.
It's been here every week.
And you get 4 renown points for the
Yeah,
golden
but
vault.
what money are we getting, or magic
What's
are we
your
getting
magic
paid?
item? Something?
No magic items were discussed yet. They did discuss what they were going to pay you. I forgot what that is, but
It
you'll
was
get
like
paid.
10% of what's in the vault.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we
It was
need
a
to
lot.
figure that out.
Yeah, yeah.
Notes.
But we can't get paid until we get past this goblin assault on the Azorius Senate.
Likely story. They could pay us. They just don't want to.
Goblins have
Franco.
muskets.
The goblins have
And
muskets.
bombs and
Muskets.
Pathfinder.
I want to fuck it. I want to blunderbuss. I'm gonna fight and steal a blunderbuss.
All right. Well,
It's gonna shatter your shoulder.
I'll attack them. I'll
Hit
fight.
fire.
Oh, of course you will. Of course
It's
you will.
fire.
Like one
So
person-
next week we'll do Goblin Battle,
Well,
and
now
then
we
we'll
go
get the
Hit
next heist.
2 weeks.
I think they started on 1980.
There. How was that for doing the heist without killing anybody?
Yeah, you guys didn't kill anybody. In and out of the prison, no problems. Only a few insults were thrown.
We actually.
I may have started a prison rap by opening up the entire thing.